This is a question from one of our sanctuary customers who is based in Newcastle, and it's to do with supported living. The question goes, what is being done to better train staff in trauma-informed approaches, especially in supported living schemes? So this one is for Lizzie, I believe. Lizzie, please.
Thank you, Bonnie. I think it's a really interesting question, isn't it? Because it's a word that's used a lot currently around trauma-informed approaches, and it's an area where we've done a lot of research. So we have actually got an expert who works within our Scotland team, so up in Scotland, who's done a huge amount of work with the University of Glasgow on trauma-informed practices. And they have then created training for our colleagues around that. And our colleagues have gone through that at various stages. So initially we offered it out to people that were interested or wanted it. We then flagged certain sets of teams would really benefit from it because of the environment that they work in. I'll give you an example. Somebody that works in the complaints team sees the things that we do wrong all the time. And you touched on it earlier. We get a lot right and we need to learn from those too. So it can be quite difficult. So how do we ensure that our teams don't become blinded to some of the things that they see, but also how do we ensure that they provide the right level of support for our customers and the right level of support for each other? So lots of training has been done with the teams, and that's been done within our supported living teams too. So we have dedicated managers within those schemes, and they've also had a significant investment in their training to support them to ensure that they're delivering the right level of support to our customers. I think the other thing that we have to recognise is from a safeguarding and other areas that there is a point that we stop in terms of our level of expertise, and we need to bring in other agencies to support there. And I think we've also refreshed how we focus on that and how we encourage our colleagues to say, actually, I need social services at this point, or I need other agencies to come in and help because my level of expertise has been exceeded. Because what we don't want to do as well is put our colleagues in situations where they're offering advice that they're perhaps not qualified to offer in that scenario. So I think it's a great question, and I think we can always learn and do more, and it's not something that will stop. It's a very evolving subject at the moment, so we'll continue to refresh that. We have something across the organisation called Sparks Champions, and again, I think Bonnie, you definitely did a video to help us train our Sparks Champions, but these are volunteers from across the team who take responsibility for sort of hot topic briefings and really engaging with their teams at the front line. And we've actually got them in training for 2 days, today and tomorrow, and they cover things like trauma-informed practices. They cover a variety of different things, and then they take that out and they share that knowledge at team meetings, as an example, and they go around their local region to share that. So it's a way in which we keep it fresh, and every quarter they will refresh that and take on the role to share that with the teams, and I think that's really key too. And I don't know, Craig, whether there's anything you want to add on that or whether I've covered it.
I think you've covered it. I have a bit of an ambition around this area because I think we're taking the right steps. I think we have the potential of being sector leading and sector influencing in relation to this. And a lot of our colleagues across the sector have heard about the work of the team in this area and are asking us to get involved. Now, we can use that, to spread the good work that our teams have been doing and the best practice that we're seeking, but also to hear from a wider customer base about what's needed out there. So have a bit of an ambition around this particular area of work because I think we've been getting there first in some respects and making some real interesting impact on the sector more generally. And that's a good thing. That's a really good thing.